Okay.
Probably won't show up.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah. I'm Jason.
And I'm Taryn Pelletier.
And we have been coming to Redemption Church pretty much since it started. We've been in Roanoke together about coming up on 2 years, but separately living in Roanoke about 4 years. And we decided to jump into Redemption Church because we have a heart for missions and church planting, and we kind of always thought that we probably have to be sent out somewhere to see what it's like to be a part of a church plant. But as it turned out, a church plant came to us, and so we just felt the Lord calling us to jump in.
Yeah, so we have made it a priority to give in our marriage and to make sure that we arrange our finances in such a way that we can tithe, but it was out of excess. It didn't really hurt us to give, and it wasn't something we thought about. It wasn't something we took any joy in.
Our general approach was like not wanting money to be an idol in our life, and so we just sort of set it up so that it's like gets withdrawn like as soon as our paychecks hit our bank account. It gets withdrawn, like the true first fruit tithe. But the truth is, I don't think it setting it up that way was really affecting our hearts.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the time we kind of we felt like we were not extravagant spenders, but we were spenders.
Yeah.
And in our heads we were saving and we were working towards paying off our loans. But then we looked at it a couple months ago and realized we were not. We were spending exactly what was coming in.
And when Jason decided to step away from his job, we had to take a look at our budget. And that's when we started really thinking about how we were giving and more than that, how we were stewarding our money. And we had to repent because we had not been stewarding our money well in general. And so when we heard about the call to give double in the month of December, I don't even think I talked to you about this, but my initial reaction was, oh man, not this year.
And it seems like the worst time in the world to want or need to double what we're giving. But I've seen how in the past God has used seasons like that to really change my heart, because frankly he doesn't need my money, he doesn't need our money. But if I'm wanting to hoard that, there's something going on in me. And one of the things we've noticed is that our hearts will follow our money and vice versa. And so if we are feeling scared with our finances, we're feeling maybe we can't pull this off, maybe these were bad decisions financially, we need to clamp down and hold. Ironically, the best way to be free from that is actually to give. These things that I've been so concerned with that we would say have such importance in our life, and they do. These paying off massive amounts of student debt is important. Saving for retirement is important. Planning for our family is important. And my job is important. Her job's important. All these things, they have their place. But the Lord knows we need these things, And so if we're not willing to open our hands to that, are we really trusting Him with our whole lives? And by giving, especially when it hurts, and maybe doubling it when for a month, honestly, it feels a little irresponsible, but I might argue it might be the most responsible thing we can do, because we are proclaiming to ourselves, money is not what does not own us.
We are being generous, and we're striking a blow at our own flesh, but we're also advancing the kingdom in Roanoke, that's what we're here to do, and we're so excited for that. We're so excited to see what we are able to do in our community at pushing back some of the darkness that's here, of the evil that's here, with our generosity. What a privilege it is to be able to do that. But then also, I'm excited to see what that looks like for the hearts of our church and for the people within our church, for how that changes us and shapes us and pushes a little bit more into Christ-likeness, because He, of course, is the most generous giver of them all.
Yeah.